What's going on, everyone? BouseFeenux here, and last night we did it, Viking brothers. We beat back the filthy weaves and the rusty tin cans to secure victory in the faction war for Season 1. On top of that, after a short delay, patch 1.06 was finally released this morning, so needless to say, we've got a few things to talk about today. First up, let's talk about the faction war. It was looking pretty close there for a while, and I think we even tied with the Knights at the very end there, if I remember correctly, so you guys put up a good fight, but as you'd expect, pretty much everyone who wasn't a Viking is fairly salty over the whole ordeal. To that, I'll say that to be fair, the devs did say multiple times that the faction war rewards were worth fighting for. Only problem is, no one took it seriously until the very end. Now, pretty much everyone and their grandmother is hopping on the Viking bandwagon and switching factions. First off, there's a break between seasons, guys. You can relax for a bit. Secondly, I'm sure that the other factions will be balanced accordingly due to population. Jumping on one faction isn't going to guarantee you a win. In fact, it might actually do the opposite for you, so choose carefully. Not everything can be cheesed. Now, that being said, let's take a look at what the faction war winners were rewarded with. First place was rewarded with a sweet-ass gold emblem outline, a truckload of loot boxes, and an exclusive ornament for every character. Second place got a silver emblem outline and a handful of loot boxes, and third place got a bronze emblem outline and some boxes as well. Now, I've been hearing that the loot boxes you received are tied to the assets you deployed. I haven't heard anything definite on this yet, so if you guys know, you can back me up in the comments on this one because I'm not sure if it's true or not. It sounds plausible, but then again, so do a lot of things in this game that have turned out to be false. Anyway, moving on, I wanted to give you guys a quick preview of all the new ornaments for each character. Alright, so those are pretty cool. I think they did a really good job with them. My personal favorites are definitely the PK, the Raider, and the Zerker ones. I kind of like the low-profile look of those ones. I think they did a really good job on all of them, though. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with next season, but that aside, let's talk about patch 1.06. Now, because I've already done it 2 separate times, I'm not going to run through the patch notes in this video like I normally would. If you want a little more detail than what's provided in this video, click the card in the top right-hand corner, and it'll take you to my recent video on the patch notes. Anyway, this was supposed to be, among other things, a patch that resolved a lot of stability and connection issues, and so far, everything has actually been going really smoothly. I've played quite a few games this morning before making this video, and the connection has been rock solid the whole time. Now, that's not to say things won't change later, but for right now, the patch seems to be working as advertised. Your mileage may vary though, so let me know in the comments how your connection has been. Moving on to characters though, you can definitely tell some of them have been changed. Peacekeeper is definitely the most noticeable for me. Her light attack speed on that second hit seems a lot slower, and it's a lot easier to parry. Maybe it's just because in her previous state, they were pretty much lightning fast, those second attacks and such, but that being said, I still think she's a formidable foe. What I'm seeing a lot of now is people fainting more with Peacekeeper. I don't really feel like this patch nerfed her into the ground, which is good, but I definitely feel like she's a lot more fair to play against. I'll need some more time playtesting, of course, but these are just my first impressions. For Warden, you can definitely tell the shoulder bash has been nerfed. If you're skilled, it's a lot easier to get around now. Not being able to reliably punish a missed shoulder bash before was pretty awful, but now it's a lot more even. I haven't really seen any complaining about the nerf, which is good, and from as much as I hate Wardens, I'm glad they haven't been nerfed into the ground. Again though, these are just my first impressions. Lastly, with Orochi, I couldn't tell you how his buff has affected him. I've played against quite a few of them already today, but I haven't been deflected a single time, so the jury is still out on this one. I think for this one, it'll just take some time for them to get their sea legs and get used to a new playstyle. In my opinion though, this is the perfect buff for this character. It rewards skilled play, and good players can really benefit from it. This is how a buff should be done for sure, but that's really it for today, guys. Go enjoy the game if you're playing on PC, learn a new character, enjoy the newfound match stability. If you're in the Vikings faction, sport your swaggy new cosmetics, and etc, etc. But before I go though, I just want to mention again that with all these changes, it's really too soon to say how the game will be affected. I'll be playing all day to try to get a feel for the new landscape, and I'll put together a follow-up video here in the next day or so as new things emerge. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below to support it, get subscribed if you're new here, and if you haven't already, don't forget to join my new Discord server by using the link in the description or the comments section below. Until next time though, I'm BouseFeenux, I'll see you at the next video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.